Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, yesterday went a little crazy, but I was being serious about this. Remember what we did to Budweiser? Remember how we fucking made Budweiser lose fucking like hundreds of millions of dollars because we boycotted them? So if we really went on May 15th and everybody went in their HR and stopped paying their taxes until demands are met, until it is affordable to live in this country, they're gonna throw us all in jail? No, I'm being dead serious. May 15th. Spread this word, May 15th. Everybody go to your HR department. Everybody fucking file exempt and stop giving the government your fucking money. There's no reason to give them their money when they're going to just keep shipping it overseas and giving it to everybody else except for us, the people. I'm done with it. I've had enough. You've had enough. I've had enough. We've all had enough. Let's show these motherfuckers the power we have. We did it with Budweiser. There ain't no reason why we can't do it again. And if they don't want to meet our demands, then fuck it. Everybody stop going to work. Just stop. Shut this fucking country down. It can be done. Who wants to do it? May 15th. New national holiday for Americans. America that don't want to pay taxes to a fucking corrupt government that keeps sticking money in their pocket and stealing it from us. We've had enough. Fuck you. It's time to take this country back. Who's in? Let's find out if America is really America anymore.
If you live in and around Washington, D.C., be aware white nationalists are marching on the nation's capital this morning on America's 250th anniversary. This video was shot by Mitchell Miller, a reporter in Washington, D.C. at Union Station, and it shows hundreds of masked men carrying Confederate flags, chanting anti-immigrant slogans, calling for the country to be, quote, reclaimed. They started at Union Station, and they appear to be marching across the city today in covered masks. These individuals chanting white nationalist slogans, carrying Confederate flags. Law enforcement is actively monitoring their demonstration, and they're actively trying to conceal their identities by wearing the white masks or the white kind of face guards on their face. And as you can see, there are Confederate flags like that one right there. So if you live in the area, be aware. This is what they're bringing for America's 250th. I'll have more updates for you soon. Spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. More to come soon.
Are you worried about taking your country back? Are you worried about immigrants stealing your culture? You know, because you think your fat ass sitting in a lazy boy recliner with a roll tide t-shirt on and your big toes sticking through a hole in a sock while you drink Natty Light, watch college football, and relive your high school football years because you never accomplished anything as an adult. That's not a culture. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not the immigrants you need to worry about. It's the young people born in America. Yeah. You see, they were born at a time where the internet already existed, and they weren't really stupid about technology. They don't believe every dumb fuck thing that every dumb fuck says on the internet, like you do. And I am pretty sure they have had it up to about here with all the dumb fuckery on the internet and all the stupid shit people fucking believe. And pretty soon they are going to be the vast majority of the voting population of this country. So for those of you who are really only concerned about taking America back to a time when people who looked and thought and believed just like you were the only people that mattered, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, bro. Because those young people are also the most diverse group of people in the United States. And it's the young people of this country. They're going to tear down all of your hopes and dreams of some lily white utopia full of endless kegs of natural light and college football. You might want to think about that.
Donald Trump is putting America back like it needs to be. The ones that are trying to change America is not the America I was raised to know. And I want it to be like I was raised back in the 50s and 60s and 70s.
The 50s, 60s, there's segregation going on then.
Well, still, I'm a Donald Trumper, and that's the way it is.
All right. All right, thank you.
There is a growing concern among some Americans about where the United States is heading. In most of the clips we have just watched, we'll see different people share their fears about economy, personal freedom, government power, and technology, and what they believe will happen in the future. Some feel that America is changing in a way they never expected, while others believe the problem people are facing today will become even more serious in the previous years. They blame the government. They blame their choice of votes. They blame the president. I think people should prepare for either the best or the worst, stay informed, protect their finances, and make better decisions instead of simply living in fear of the unknown. If you're new to the channel, please hit on the subscribe button, like and share this video. Let's watch more clips, and after that we'll come back for more commentaries.
I'm very good at flagpoles.
We are a nation at war. We are at war because of Donald Trump's incompetence and hubris. It is a war of choice against Iran. And here he is at the White House demonstrating what his priorities are while we are at war.
As you remember, I donated the flagpoles, one on each side, because the White House didn't really have an appropriate American flag. It had a small one on top. We left that, but it didn't have an appropriate American flag. And this is a great pole. This is the top of the line. It's tapered. This isn't a straight up and down job, which looks terrible, frankly. That's a tapered pole. Great. I'm very good at flagpoles.
Okay. Good for you. I'm sure that makes it all worth it. We have a tapered flagpole at the White House and a man in the Oval Office who is terrible at everything else, but be reassured, he is very good at flagpoles.
When your hate for the president overrides your love for this great country, it's time to do some deep soul searching, my friend. What is the obsession with the media and the Democratic Party with this president? So much so that it is a necessity for them to see this man fail. It is my opinion that the media is no longer unbiased. They have completely sided with the Democratic Party. They are constantly covering this president in a negative light. This president has had to fight Congress the entire way. He's had to fight Republicans that rode his coattails to get elected and then completely abandoned the president's agenda. It is not the president's agenda that has changed. There is absolutely nothing this president can do that would satisfy some of these people. For whatever reason, I have no idea why, but it is so important to these people that this man failed. They need it like they need air. And they will stop at absolutely nothing to achieve that. We've witnessed it with our own eyes. Some of you have absolutely blown me away. You had enough faith in this president to elect him. But when things aren't going the way you think they should be going, it's time to tuck tail and run. I have never been more disappointed and discouraged in the Republican Party than I am today. You all have a wonderful night. Let me know your...
There's a whole lot of white people who are now upset that they voted for Trump. So I just want to point out this lesson and thing we do in the black community where we say all skin folk and kin folk. Y'all voted for that man because he's white and you didn't want to see a black woman become the president. And now you see all skin folk and kin folk. I don't feel sorry for y'all at all.
Donald Trump's not the problem. MAGA's not the problem. ICE isn't even the problem. They're all symptoms. I mean, ICE is a imminent problem. They're an invading force in multiple cities and states, and they are literally a weaponized version of the Klan that is state-sponsored and has endless amount of money for some reason. But even if all three of those went away today, we would still have the problem. And the problem is this. White people, people who look like you and me, we've allowed white supremacy to flourish in this country for generations and generations and generations, so long that people don't even recognize it, myself included sometimes, right? I had a moment just last weekend or just earlier this week in New Orleans where I was speaking with a guy on a trolley who grew up there. And he's like, well, you're from the South, right? I grew up in North Carolina. That is the South. You might want to fight me on that. It's not the deep South. He said, you know why everyone's so polite here? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, well, we had to be. He was like, Everyone had to be polite to each other, especially black people to white people, because if we didn't address them properly, we would get killed. I make U.S. history content, and I didn't even think about that. I grew up in the South, and I didn't even think about that. That's how normalized every day white supremacy is in our country. And if the white people in this country don't decide that they're going to extricate the cancer that is white supremacy from themselves, from their homes, from their communities, from everything that they are surrounded with, we will be right back in this position 5 years from now, 10 years from now, however long it takes for the cycle to regenerate, because it will happen. Trump's not the problem. MAGA's not the problem. ICE isn't the problem. It's white supremacy. It's been white supremacy. It will be white supremacy. It's always been that. And if we don't work towards it to fix it now, then when? Oh, and by the way, if you're a white person watching this, guarantee you, when we get rid of white supremacy and the systemic white supremacy that kills people every day, every single one of us will be healthier. We'll all be wealthier. We'll have better access to food. We could even have walkable cities. We could have walkable cities, but that's white supremacy in action, right? The way we've designed our cities is white supremacy in action. So just think about where you want this country to be in 5 or 10 years. Think about how loud you want to be. You will lose people. That's okay. We'll have each other. Let's go for it.
I've never seen anything like this. Who's crazier, Trump or us? How can we not be grown-ups and say, that man's a loon? Get him out of there before he kills us all. Nobody says this. My country's pathetic right now in the political system. It's a show. It's PR. Anything can get said. There's no planning. There's no systematic review. There are no checks and balances. There's nothing. And this was true with Biden, but it's much worse with Trump. I just want to say we're dealing with psychology here in the most individual sense. This is denied every moment of public discourse. It's just amazing. Take what happened in the last 3 days. First, the president said, I'm going to blow up everything. I'm going to kill all of you. That's normal. Then you have the commentators. Oh, will he kill everybody? Well, that's an interesting question. Not, are we in the hands of a madman? Nothing like that. Not one commentary says, that's a little strange for the president of the United States to be talking like that. Like Adolf Hitler. No, not even a mention that this is a little strange. Then 2 days later, when he decides he's not going to kill everyone, he says, we're close to an agreement. And of course, there was no negotiation, period. But what does the press say? Will Donald Trump be able to get an agreement? Not, what a loon, what a liar. Nothing. It's a complete normalization of something completely abnormal.
People are really worried about the direction America is taking. The first major concern is about the economy and the rising cost of living. Many people feel that everyday life is becoming more difficult and that families are under increasing financial pressures. Another concern is government power and personal freedom, with some people believing that technology could eventually give government or large institutions more control over people's daily lives. Citizens are worried over the kind of country their children may grow up in. Some are also pointing to 2027 and making predictions about what they believe will happen by then. But again, a prediction is not the same thing as a confirmed event. Nobody can know exactly what the future will look like. What people should do is to pay attention, to verify information, prepare responsibly, and avoid allowing fear to control their decisions. So what do you think an ordinary America should be doing right now to prepare for the future? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with others for more discussion like this. Thank you.